can we expect from Devin, you know, going up at 147? There's a lot of needle, I guess, between the pair of you. I guess listen, from what you've seen in camp.
Hey, listen, an exciting Devin Haney. Let's sit it right there. I just told you is that if you don't want to fight, then you don't want to fight. There's no clauses, there's no catches, there's no nothing.
Yeah. He just capping for like social media. Like he not gonna be like realistic about the situation.
Bill Haney has sent a firm message to Shakur Stevenson after reports surfaced that a fight between Devin Haney and Shakur has already been agreed upon, making it clear that the warning should be taken seriously.
Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson.
I told y'all Dev will beat the shit out of Shakur Stevenson.
Yes, but did you talk to Turkey out of sheep?
He gonna beat Rockstar Shakur?
Beat the shit out of Shakur.
Rockstar, he gonna beat the shit out of Rockstar Shakur Stevenson. Beat the shit.
Shakur's no different than everybody else. They're all really good. Devin is special. He has the style, he has the confidence, he has the ability to navigate his own career in a way that he's able to fight all of them, and he fares a great chance against all of them. That's something that's special. That's something that's rare. That's Devin.
Speaking with confidence, Haney emphasized that Shakur would be stepping in against elite speed, sharp defense, and true championship experience. He made it clear there would be no shortcuts, only a demanding, punishing test designed to expose any weakness under the bright lights on fight night, with the world watching.
I want your thoughts on Shakur saying he not fighting Dev unless he got a rehydration clause.
Shakur, man, honestly, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I can pop it on channels and like that and do that, and you know what I mean? And we can have fun with it. But, you know, over here on the Boxing Voice, right, I want to ask, in or around the division, every bad motherfucker around Devin has gotten an offer to fight, or they've been in the ring, or, I mean, who else has that happened with? All the fights that the people want to see Devin fight, the person that got either a contract or Devin and got in the ring with him. Can we say that about anybody else?
The long-teased clash between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney has grown into one of boxing's most discussed potential super fights, with its history and negotiations stretching back several years.
I think that, like, was that ever something that you wanted to consider though? Like, also, because I think people say this narrative was like, yo, if you know you could beat him, just fight him.
Yeah, but why would I fight this nigga for the least money that I could get when it's like, okay, cool, let's go through the WBC, because that's what I did that they're trying to ignore. Right. They gonna ignore that whole part. I said, WBC, y'all do y'all job, enforce the fight, and we gonna do it that way. They gave him the deadline to figure out was he gonna fight me or fight Regis. That man decided to move up. Yeah. But I really made the WBC do their job. That's what it really came down to. And whatever finish that they was gonna offer, that's what it was gonna be at the end of the day.
So if they would have came back and said 75-25, would you
I would have had no choice. I just try to go around the bullshit that was presented, because that's bullshit. Like, I'm a 2-division world champ. I unified at 130 in one of the biggest fights at 130 pounds. Like, if we're gonna be realistic.
Stevenson has been clear that if a fight were to take place at 147 pounds, it would be subject to firm rehydration limits after the weigh-in.
Y'all want me to come to 147, I'm coming there with rehydration clause. I don't even do that. But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound rehydration, like the IBF rule, basically.
You gotta understand, that means on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're gonna be 157, maybe 158.
Max.
No bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF rule, 10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys gonna get it up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
So if I'm 140, they 170. Bro, what am I in here wrestling around with these?
Right.
Come on.
Bill Haney has remained unwavering on the issue of rehydration clauses, stating clearly that he will not agree to any such limits for Devin Haney's fights. That stance could become a major sticking point in negotiations if Shakur Stevenson insists on including one in any potential deal.
What's on the list? Is that a fight you guys are seeking, or are you leaving it alone since he's saying that it would require Devin to get a rehydration clause? Is that something you're willing to get on a phone and discuss how many pounds exactly?
Well, when you're speaking about Debo, you might hear a whole lot of that's inconsistent with things that you say about normal fighters. When you talk about a generational talent like Dev, you would expect those that are elite to look to have, to be on a level playing field. What you weigh is what you weigh, and how you get down the next day is, it's what it's all about, and that's what that is.
Bill Haney has stated firmly that he will not entertain any catchweight terms for a potential bout involving his son, Devin Haney. This position reflects his broader refusal to agree to rehydration limits or weight restrictions that might diminish Devin's natural size advantage.
To do a catchweight, which is what he wants to put on, not a catchweight, but a rehydration, which is what he said it would require in order for him to fight Devin.
No, what he said was that he doesn't do any negotiation. He has a management team that does it, and let's just stay and keep it right there. Everything that he's saying, he's not going to 100% stand on it, because he says he doesn't negotiate against himself and refers back to his team. So I can't take any of that serious, especially, like I said, given an opportunity that you understand that he says that based on Conor Ben doing something that he felt might be unfair and putting it on Chris Eubank is what he's saying that he might do to him.
Bruce Crington expressed his view that Shakur Stevenson would outmaneuver Devin Haney by mastering distance, timing, and angles. He highlighted Stevenson's footwork, defensive skills, and ring intelligence as tools that could neutralize Haney's jab, minimize exchanges, and transform the bout into a strategic, technical contest.
Who would you favor at 147 between him and Devin? Shakur?
That's a tough fight. I like both of those styles together, but I do think that Shakur is just more defensively aware, sound and aware. It's possible that Shakur may win that fight. I feel like he's a problem for a lot of guys because of his style. But Devin, both of those styles together, that's a great matchup. And I don't know. That's actually a really good fight. I genuinely don't know.
Many analysts believe Shakur Stevenson has everything needed to emerge as boxing's next major star. His technical skill, defensive mastery, and high boxing IQ position him to lead the sport forward, especially as fans increasingly value precision and strategy over raw power.
Devin Haney, Conor Ben, there's a lot of fights that Shakur can be involved in and beat all these dudes, man. Beat all of them. Has a chance of beating all of them, right? And solidifying, his mark in the sport, being, the great of his generation. When Crawford left, I told y'all that, Shakur was the next guy on the throne. And I truly wholeheartedly still believe that. I know there's guys that has worked with Shakur in the past that swear up and down. Oh, I even forgot Murataya is there too. Guys like Andy Cruz. I mean, there's a lot of talented guys that people respect that Shakur has the ability to freaking challenge.
Stevenson's disciplined style and ring intelligence distinguish him, positioning him as a potential defining figure in boxing's future, especially as he continues to secure key victories while preserving his undefeated streak.
Him fighting all those guys and putting that on his resume, man. We talking about legendary status. We talking about Mount Rushmore type of stuff, because all these guys are the elite guys of this generation and people respect them. And if Shakur was to beat them, he's going to definitely make his mark heavy in the sport and become extremely popular, even more popular than what Terrence Crawford is right now. you know. And I feel like Shakur can be that face of American boxing that, you know, we've always had. You know, we have Floyd Mayweather. I think he can be as popular as Floyd Mayweather, if not more popular than Floyd Mayweather. You know, so I don't know, man. Guys, you know, tell me what you think. You know, am I tripping? But there's a lot of potential matchup for Shakur that can really grow his star, man.
A potential showdown between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney stands out as a true mega fight in boxing, bringing together two of the sport's brightest talents. Both undefeated and highly skilled, with a strong drive to secure their legacies, this matchup promises a display of elite technique, strategic mastery, and thrilling action, capturing global attention and marking a defining moment for the next era of boxing.
Confirms what I've been saying. 3-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and reigning WBO welterweight world champion, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, superstar boxer, top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, Devin "The Dream" Haney, 33 wins, no loss and no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He calls out another first ballot Hall of Famer of his era. Ironically enough, Devin Haney is 27, and the person he calls out is 28 years old, who's another first ballot Hall of Famer, Olympic silver medalist, 4-division world champion, former unified super featherweight, who simultaneously up until yesterday held the WBC 135-pound title and the WBO 140-pound junior welterweight title. At the same time, superstar boxer, 4-division champion, who will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, Shakur Stevenson, who is 25 wins, no losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. So Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, as I said, and Devin Haney confirmed it as you see there, this is the next super fight in the sport of boxing.
Devin Haney has firmly carved out his place as one of boxing's most technically proficient fighters. Known for his lightning-fast reflexes, precise accuracy, and methodical ring approach, Haney excels at controlling fights, adapting to opponents, and staying composed under pressure, making him a serious challenge for anyone in the division. Analysts like Bernie point out that Haney's mix of speed, strategy, and discipline ensures he tests even the most accomplished champions. When matched against Shakur Stevenson, the stakes become even higher. Both are elite-level technicians with sharp boxing IQ and an unwavering drive to secure their legacies. This potential clash wouldn't just be a battle of skill, it could define the careers of both fighters. Bernie emphasizes that the fight promises high-level strategy, resilience, and technical mastery, marking it as a must-watch event for boxing fans around the world.
Accomplishments, because now Shakur is a 4-weight world champion. Devin is a 3-weight world champion. Devin was undisputed, but now Shakur is a 2-time lineal champion. You know, so he's a 2-time Ring Magazine winner. You know, 2-time unified champion. If you want to add the ring, as far as with the WBO, he was unified at 130. You know, so he's a 2-time unified champion, 2-time lineal champion. Beat a guy like Teofimo Lopez, who rises to the occasion. Had a close fight with George Kambosos. You can make a claim that he was fighting out of frustration or out of emotion, you know, and that was it. He was in his prime too, you know. Josh Taylor seemed to be drained at 140, not taken away from Devin, but he was already moving up to 47, they were saying. You know, Lomachenko was a little older and smaller. So, you know, they about even in terms of...
Great fight. He knows Dev has something for him. But he got something for Dev. It's a great fight. He know he could possibly lose to Dev. There's things that Dev understand about boxing that Shakur understand, and he wouldn't be able to just take full advantage of Devin Haney. You know what I mean? They both got an education. That's what I'm saying. This comes down to education. That's why Floyd and them used to yell, skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be in the gym working on your skills package. A lot of these dudes ain't working like they think they working. You know what I'm saying? They in the gym, they sweating. You know what I mean? They're working hard, but the information that's being transferred to them is bullshit information, and it's showing in the fights. But who am I?
Armsy, think of the 5-piece. Why everybody want to see Shakur and Devin when Keyshawn called him out?
All of those is great fights. I want to see them all.
Okay, let's talk about this Shakur and the kind of Ben thing. Shakur's been getting a lot of flack because fans feel like that Shakur is ducking Devin Haney. How do I feel about Shakur ducking Devin Haney? I don't think it's true. I don't think it's a thing. Shakur said he's going to go up, put a rehydration clause on the man to fight him. Is Devin Haney going to take a rehydration clause to fight? If not, I don't think so. So why are we even having the debate about him fighting Devin? It's not like he's fighting a champion to get a random accolade like a belt or something, you know? So it's really irrelevant to even bring up why Shakur is not fighting Devin. He's fighting Conor Benn because he feels like he needs to fight Conor Benn because he disrespected him or whatever the case may be. It's really nothing to it. Fans are trying to put Devin and Shakur against each other. I would love to see the fight, but it's whatever.
Into big fights. I like big fights. I like big money fights. I like proving that I'm the best, and I like doing things that people say I can't do. There's a lot of people that will say that I'm too little for Conor Benn, and I can't do it. So it makes for a tremendous fight. It's gonna be a good beef. I like the beef. I like the story behind it. And it's a tremendous fight.
Just wanted to follow up on the Conor Benn conversation. I saw him after the fight, and I just asked him, I said, hey, would you agree to that rehydration clause? And he said, F no. So my question for you is, how does that fight get made then?
If he's not going to agree, then we probably don't fight. So he just wasting time. We'll see. But I'm a businessman at the end of the day. And like I said, he did a rehydration clause with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank was in the ring half. Why can't he do the same?
You're already a bright enough star that he'd be willing to take, because, you know, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to champion with the table, you can't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know me. People know me. I can go to the UK and sell. Like, I can go anywhere and sell. My first main event, I sold 10,000 tickets. I sell, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's entertaining me, because I am a star. But when I come with that world title, whether I beat Dalton Smith or I go move up a weight and beat Lewis Crocker, once I come with them world titles, it's just a different
fight. Keyshawn the Businessman Davis, as I said yesterday, he fights and beats Keyshawn, then guess what? It makes the fight with Shakur and Devin that much bigger, right? Because it's a redemption, it's a storyline, so on and so forth. Devin has history, sparring session. We know the history, right? So Devin Haney wants that fight, as we know. This is not a surprise. This is what Devin Haney does. No stipulations. As father trainer and manager Bill Haney stated yesterday on the Boxing Voice, he stated, why we have to have stipulations, roadblocks. We ain't trying to do that. Devin moved up, so he don't have to drain himself. Why would he have to drain himself, right? Nonetheless, Shakur wants a 10-pound rehydration clause. Keyshawn the Businessman Davis, as you're going to see right here, he explains why he don't like Devin Haney. Because, and people are asking me and sending me, this is an old clip that Keyshawn did with Wallow and Gilly, and people are asking me my thoughts is resurfaced because obviously the Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis, saga has